God, are we even halfway yet? Just dancing around this thing. It's so fun to drive. Can we survive the longest stage in WRC in a WRC car? Only one way to find out. So to find the longest stage in the game, we've got to go to the Chilean rally. I think I'm saying that right. And here it is straight away. Polpiera? I have no idea what it's called. I'm sorry. And this stage comes in just a hair below 35 kilometers with over 500 meters of elevation change. Look at it. It's squiggly! And it only seems right that we take the manufacturer's champion from 2023, the mighty Toyota GR Yaris Rally 1 car. As you can see, over 500 horsepower, hybrid as well, and aero. Aero on a rally car's odd. I have no idea what it's going to feel like. Oh, okay. So just under 35 kilometers of Rally 1 madness coming up. Right. And because I want you guys to see just how long this stage is, I've done something incredibly cursed to move my camera over here. We're flipped. Ugh. Anyway, let's go. Just under 35 Ks of rallying goodness. Let's see if we can survive it. Hybrid off the line. Oh, the acceleration is pretty intense at the start there as we burn through that hybrid. And then we go back down to around 400 horsepower after the hybrid's depleted, but that's still plenty for the first part of this stage. Oh, God. Oh, already the biggest moment of the stage. Fantastic. So, yeah, I've been looking forward to this video, finally getting to drive the Rally 1 car. Admittedly, oh, God, in these games, I tend to stay away from the really fast cars because they don't really interest me as much as the historic stuff. But this, oh, my God. It is an absolute missile. And when we drove the Group B car last time out, which is about this fast in a straight line, this car does this whilst having just unreal levels of grip in the corners. This is a loose surface, bear in mind. Gravel. The car is moving around quite a bit, as you can see. But it just manages to... Look at that. Look how well you can place this thing. The last time I drove a WRC car on anything was in the old WRC games, the ones by Kiloton. And this feels like a step up from that. They just feel a bit heavier. They are about 1,200 kilos after all. They're fairly heavy cars. Feels heavier, and it just feels a little bit more like it's connected. In general, I'd say, you know, the gravel handling in this game isn't quite on par with Richard Bones. Said that before, but it's enough to have a lot of fun on and to really get into. You know, I don't know this stage. I've driven a little bit of it just to sort of see, check sound levels, etc. But I don't really know where I'm going in here. So we're driving sort of a little bit cautiously right now, as you can see, as I bump into the bank like an absolute legend. But the real challenge for this is going to be for poor Joey, the editor, trying to condense this stage into 15 minutes. So I can tell you, we have a bad run through here. It's going to be almost double that. We've got to try and be on it the entire time. You might notice, by the way, in the bottom right-hand corner, we have our hybrid. You can see it reading every time I brake, but it seems, and I'm not sure if this is how the cars are in real life, it seems that if you're not full gas, when the hybrid comes back, you basically reset it straight away. So right now I'm on nothing. Luckily, I've got a bit of a straight after that, so I can actually get back on it again. But you find yourselves, especially in very fast sections where you're tapping the brake quite often, losing the ability to use that hybrid properly. It's automatic. I have no control over it, so not sure how it is IRL, but here it feels like you actually don't really get to use it that much because of that. But to be honest, this car is fast enough as it is. Holy sh! You can see already, look at that progress bar. We're 3 minutes in, and we're only just going through the second sector now. We've got a long way to go. Hopefully I can keep this thing on the straight and narrow for as long as possible. But when you get the hybrid coming out of the corners, my God, it launches. It's faster than the Group B cars for sure, which is insane to say. That's what I love about these modern Rally 1 cars, is they are as spectacular as those old cars, and faster. Obviously they've got a hybrid on, some people don't like that. I fucking love hybrid cars in racing, I think they're awesome. I love the LMP1. This is like a rally version of that. But I am just sort of waiting for the moment where I do have a fairly substantial crash. I feel like it's going to come at some point soon. Through here for a bit. Square right. I tend to do a thing with rallying. I don't know if you guys do it as well. I tend to do a thing in rallying where I only really listen for the big calls. The rest of them just like, yeah, I'll just deal with it when I get there. Maybe I should be a rally driver. So, well, right, one left, I heard that. That's coming up soon. It's going to be here. Should we hit that? Oh, very nice. These cars, you can really place these cars nicely. But it does feel like you're not... There you go. Like, they don't have infinite grip. It's not a cheat code. You'll have fun driving this car, I think. Well, I don't know. You might not. But I'm enjoying it. It's definitely a bit fast for me, though. I tend to enjoy stuff that's a bit slow, a bit more cumbersome than this. This is just so direct. Obviously, using the motor equipment today, as always, this handbrake is just perfect for WRC. So we're 5 and a bit minutes, or nearly 6 minutes into our stage now, and you can see on the left-hand side just how little progress you made in that bar. This is one of the things I really wanted to show in the sort of preview of this game, is that it's just good. It's so good to have a stage like this in the game. Obviously, coming from the real WRC-style stages, it really feels like you're actually rallying, as opposed to just going from this little sprint point to points. For a long time, outside of the WRC games, rally games has been like, oh, here's your stage, it's like 7 minutes long at a max, which is still pretty hard to get through, but in real life there's a lot of these stages which are 20 odd minutes plus. I don't know what this is going to end up being, but it's going to be somewhere around there. That's just one stage, and you have to be on it like this the entire time. I'm not driving 100%, I keep saying that. I've got to try and make myself look better, right? But the speed of the thing, just trying to hang on to it. Oh god, just a little bit of a tap at the rear. Start getting a bit too confident driving this thing. For me, for a rally game, this is what I'm after. I'm not after all the time to have this super duper realistic thing where if I make a small mistake, I'm off forever. I kind of like the idea of getting to throw myself through a stage at speed. Don't get me wrong, I also do like that occasionally. That's why I take part in the Sim Rally Masters whenever I'm around to do it over on Richard Burns. But this is just like a nice jump in, feel like a hero experience. And there is definitely a skill ceiling here to be found. I keep saying that, I'm just cruising through here compared to the actual speed you can probably take. It's my first time through, and I'm recording a video and I want to get to the end. And we've got a long ass way to go. Interesting how these cars don't quite have as much torque as I thought they would. Since they die mid-range a lot, you have to rev them out. I'm not sure that's sort of true in modern rally cars. I'm sort of still stuck in the mid-2000s for my rally car knowledge. So you can definitely see this is where a lot of the work of the cars have went. Don't get me wrong, the historic cars are good. To make a comparison to the old WRC games, it felt like the Rally 1 cars, Rally 2 cars got a lot of work, and then everything outside of that got nothing. This feels like, the old cars had a lot of work put into them, but the polish and the shine has definitely gone into these, as you would expect. But I haven't found a car in this game yet that I don't like driving. I found in sort of older games there are sometimes a few sort of bogey cars that aren't quite right, don't feel nice. I haven't found that at all in this game yet. Which for me, I love variety, I love driving all different kinds of cars, so that's a massive check in the box for me.
Titans 340. Slight left of crest. And right of a crest, 30, slowing, 6 right short to 3 left short, 6 left of a crest, opens and tightens. To 3 right.
I just thought I'd shut up for a bit there and try and nail that series of corners. You can just see how responsive this thing is. It's just good, like I think a lot of the sim community, or even just the racing game community, have been waiting for a good game. There's a difference between a game and a simulator. A simulator is like, right, at all costs you have to have realism, which some people like, and I enjoy chasing a lot of the time as well for a lot of stuff, but also you've got to enjoy your time in it. It can't just be a series of time trials. This feels like, obviously there's a lot of career mode stuff we haven't looked into on video, but I've given it a go off camera. There is a game here, like the old school Colin McRae games where there's stuff to do. It isn't just, oh, I'm going to race the game. There's stuff to do, stuff to complete, things to be in and compete in. I don't know if you can tell, but I just really like this game. It's been a while since I've enjoyed driving in rally so much. And I fucking love rally. I just suck at it. God, are we even halfway yet? Oh my god. Oh, my driving sucks so bad. All over the place. This downhill as well, you can really feel the weight of the car come with you. You've got to brake early, but you can use it to rotate the car.
50.
Gotta just respect the fact that you're going downhill, you know? You really feel it. It's that elevation we were talking about at the start of the stage. So go. When you have the hybrid, this thing like explodes out of the corners. Even when you don't have the hybrid, the four-wheel drive is just so much grip. Oh, I missed that one. Oh.
To 2 left.
Holy shit, that felt cool.
6 left.
Oh, cut it.
To right. To slight left.
We're getting into like the technical bit now. It just shows you, like in real life, you know. Bear in mind, I'm not driving anywhere near the level of these guys, how they're driving in real life. Can you imagine flinging a car through these and then knowing that if you hit a tree, like, trees don't move, you know? It's gonna hurt. I need to try and adjust my driving style to actually make sure I get the hybrid. You have to be a bit softer out of the corner. I just mat the front out of the corner all the time. Seems like it wants progression for the hybrid.
To 2 left, tightens, and hairpin right, don't cut, and 2 right short, slowing.
Oh my god. This is so damn cool. And the car just flings from side to side. It's almost effortlessly. You can feel the weight of it. These stages are just fantastic. You sometimes worry when you have a long stage that the quality is going to be, you know, a little bit less, but it's just not. Look at this. Look at the backdrop. If you have a chance to look at it anyway. One left, uh-oh.
Right, 30.
Look at the stage meter after all that. I feel like I'm absolutely launched this thing. We've still got a third of the stage to go. Come on, Jimmy, survive. Please survive, Jimmy. This thing is so fast. You just get, it just runs away when you get into that top gear. You have to be so careful.
320.
Got damn chicanes. 320, look at that speed though.
Slight right into 5 left, opens 140.
Oh my god!
Turn 4 right, 90.
I'm so scared of driving this thing at speed. If you make one mistake, it's just written off.
6 left, long.
Luckily you've got a bit of grip to sort of come back when you do make a mistake, but my god.
60.
Just dancing around this thing. It's so fun to drive. Oh god.
Slight left and 5 right, tightens, 50.
Not the progress now.
To right of the crest, to slight left.
That goddamn review code thing is getting in my way every time. Oh, you're really getting into it now. Into the stage, into driving the car as well. It just feels like I'm starting to understand it a bit better. Yeah, I don't really drive these cars. They're not what appeal to me, but this is changing my mind.
50, 4 left short. To slide right, into 6 left. Opens long.
Easy.
Slowing, 60. Hairpin left.
Definitely on the cautious side still, though.
Into 5 right, 40. Late, hairpin right, into 6 left, 50.
But occasional clutch kick every now and then, but usually the car gets out of the corner fine on its own.
To the crest.
Too tight there. Sudden heaven, right's my favourite.
Into slight left, 60.
Oh,
5 right,
I've got to believe in this car. It's got the grip at speed, you know. It's just good. I know I keep saying that a lot, but it's just so nice to have a game that just feels decent. It still has some work, don't get me wrong. Still a bit of work to do with this game. It's still a little bit forgiving in places.
50. 4 left.
And it runs smooth most of the time, but there are still some stutters which, to be honest, in this day and age, on this sort of machines, a 3090 and a 5950 CPU, there shouldn't be any issue at all, even when recording. But every now and then I still get that old stutter. You really notice it in this game, especially when you're trying to hoon a car through a stage. Don't cut. It just puts a smile on my face, you know. It's nice. I'm gonna be honest. I felt a bit bored on the sim stuff recently. It's been so much of the same stuff coming out and again. But this is just something new. It's something good. It's a step forward. Finally. It's such a good one too. Like I've played the WRC games every year since 8, which isn't a long time, but that's when they started getting a bit more serious on the PC side of things. And to have sort of that level of these cars, these stages, with the Codemasters style of gameplay, it's just a match made in heaven.
3 left, 70.
I really hope that the full version of this game lives up to this, you know.
2 right.
I really do.
Left, hairpin left. 30, 1 left, into 3 right, tightens, 2 right short.
I get to the divot there.
2 right, 50.
I feel like I'm actually starting to like attack the stage a little bit.
Opens and 6 right.
The pace notes are decent too, you know. I've not found a pace note that's me.
Left, 40.
Now for my first big mistake.
8 to 2 left.
Got one more sector.
To 2 right, half long, to slight left, 30.
Oh, now it's getting a bit round in the top. Don't fuck it now, Jimmy. Oh, it's a fast finish, this one.
Left, 5 right, to 1 left, 30.
Oh, I had a 1 left.
Right,
That was sneaky. Come on, strong finish, Jimmy.
right, opens, 30.
No! Not strong finish. Oh, no! What is it with me? And getting to the end of the stage and making a mistake.
4 right.
Lost a few seconds there.
Slight left. To slight right to the crest, 90. Over finish, 5 right to stop. Okay.
Holy.
9.3.
Oh, the Marshals are going to get it. Sorry, bros. So that was the longest stage in the new WRC game in just over 25 minutes, just under 35 kilometers in the, of course, the Rally 1 GR Yaris. My God, that is an awesome experience. You know, I didn't really know how much I was going to get into it before I started this video, but that car is so good. And on this stage, it's fast, it's flowing, it's technical. It just, I think, showcases what this game is, what it's all about. I love this. I'm a massive fan. And I do want to put this out there because it's important to me that everyone is transparent that while this code was given to me by EA, there is no obligation for me to provide any videos or a positive review. I just want to because I am genuinely hyped for this game. I hope the full version just polishes it off a little bit and gets rid of those little small problems it has. But otherwise, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Take care. Have an awesome day. See you all next time.